Worship and prayer is something for me that's in a lot of ways the same thing, because the songs that we sing, I believe, actually are prayers, and it's a chance to corporately communicate the same thing to God, and there's power in that. And whenever I'm leading worship and whenever I'm writing songs, I want to capture something of a prayer that people need to be saying. And as I'm singing these songs and as I'm worshiping, I'm allowing my heart to be communicated in the way that I lead, and my words to be words that other people can grab a hold of and take and be their own prayers that they could sing to God. So when I operate in that, it just flows out of my life. I believe what God's asking us to do is to pray the prayers that are going to change a generation, and pray the prayers that are going to do something. And not only just pray, but I feel like it continues from a prayer and from worship on to actually living out life and letting your prayers become reality, not just praying about it, but going out and doing something about it too. One of my favorite books of the Bible, being a worship leader, I guess, is Psalms. And Psalms, even though we could say it's a book of psalms or songs, I believe it's also a book of prayers. And we can take those prayers that David prayed just out of the desperation that he was in, and recognizing the kind of just the things that were in his heart towards God, and the good things and the bad things, the confusing things. All these things I can take a hold of for my own life because I've walked through a lot of the same things, I can take those ideas and those words and put them into songs that other people need to sing, that I need to sing, that I need to pray. When God speaks, the Bible talks about being instant, in Romans 12, being quick to respond. And whenever God asks me to respond in a way, the more I'm slow to respond, the harder my heart becomes to it. So whenever God speaks, I need to make sure that I respond quickly and act upon it. And I believe the more I do that, the more maturity God allows me to walk in, that I can hear Him more clearly. I can be more prophetic with my words and with my songs, because I'm always in communication with God as much as I can be. God's not asking for people to dabble around in the shallow water of worship and of prayer. He's asking for people that are going to dive in and be full on going after God with everything that they have. And I want to be one of those people that when you look back at my life, I want people to say of me that he dove into the fullness of God and gave his life for everything. And I mean, that's my life. That's what I want to be communicated, and that's what I want people to see from me, and I want to help people get to that same place. And that's why I want my worship to be real.